Who's ready for more things that need to be said?
We have a two-party system. The Democratic Party, which is a party of no ideas, and the Republican Party, which is a party of bad ideas. And the way it works is the Republican stands up in Congress and goes, I got a really bad idea. And the Democrat says, and I can make it
Hey everybody, your resident man in black is back again for a new edition of the best kept secret in the conservative movement right here on MRC-TV. I'm Nick Kangadis. Really quick, head on over to Rumble, subscribe to our channel, and hit that like button. And no matter where you watch our videos, please share, like, and don't be afraid to leave a comment. I actually read what you guys have to say, and I occasionally respond, so don't be shy. Now, on with the show. I really hope you guys are enjoying the new version of Things That Need to Be Said, because I'm loving that there's more and more people saying those things. This week, pulling no punches, because apparently people, even in the black community, can't handle comedy anymore, especially comedy that's a little too true for them.
All these f***ing good-ass white people at my show. And you wanted to show them the reason George Floyd got his neck nailed on. Don't ooh at that joke. It's just a joke, man. I would have never kneeled on George Floyd's neck. I would have shot that. That was making us look.
You know about George Floyd before you get your ass up there talking. You're out of time with your ass work out
I like Kyle Rittenhouse too.
Listen, I know for some people, the George Floyd topic is still a sensitive one. And to that, I say, get over that crap. George Floyd was a career criminal drug addict, and the cops knew the same thing anybody who saw the body cam footage knew. George Floyd was ODing. And the race-hustling attorneys for Floyd trotted out his family as if they actually gave a crap about good old George. You know how I know they didn't? Exhibit A.
I ain't never met a sister, I ain't never met a brother. None of them ever came here and Floyd been living in this house. We've been in this house going on 6 years, am I right?
Yeah. But for the 4 years, no. He just...
They never wanted his stuff. I mean, I would think that if my
They didn't
son,
even come and look
daughter,
and see where the man lived at. They never came to see where Floyd lived. They never came and get none of his stuff. Nothing.
So quit your sanctimonious BS about George Floyd and stop wasting time painting murals to the patron saint of fentanyl. Moving on, YouTuber and author Mark Dice brought up a clip from a video he did in 2014, 10 years ago, about the Super Bowl, the commercials, and how easily we're entertained as a populace. It couldn't have rung more true.
I just watched the Super Bowl for the commercials. They're so funny. Oh, so you need $1 billion beer company to entertain you. You look forward to a cavity-causing crap in a can commercial, known as soda, to the peon public, to make you laugh. You've become so overstimulated, so brain damaged from the mentally enslaving mainstream media that you look forward to having these billion-dollar companies entertain you with a 30-second commercial. Beer, soda, Doritos, junk food, garbage. This is your entertainment. This is what has happened to America.
And that's just the commercials. When I was a kid, at least these corporations tried to entertain you to use their products. Nowadays, they just keep trying to push whatever woke message they can, insert as many biracial or queer couples as they can into every spot, and preach to you about how it's not just about you using their product, it's about what kind of person they want using their product. But Mr. Dice wasn't done, and I have to admit, while I only watch Red Zone during the season because I play fantasy football, well, he's not wrong here either.
This is their #1 priority. They can name the stats and who's playing, who's out injured, and all the different statistics, but most of these people don't even know who the vice president is. Most of these people just probably can't even name their own state capital, but they know the quarterbacks on all the teams, and they know what cities and who's playing what. And, oh, your priorities aren't out of whack at all, are they? Oh, you're a great American. No, you're the reason this country's failing. No, you yell and scream about the football game, but you don't even care about the child molesters in your own backyard. You yell and scream if there's a bad call by a ref, but you've never yelled and screamed at a city council meeting. You've never even made a phone call to your congressperson. I'm sure you don't even know who they are, but you just keep watching the Super Bowl and you just keep wondering why this country's failing. You just keep watching men in tights chasing a ball on a field and just wonder what happened to America.
Look, I'm a former athlete. I played baseball for 20 years of my life, along with a ton of other sports as well. But it's one thing to participate. It's completely another to lose yourself and whole days to watching sports. I used to be guilty of it myself. I'm not gonna lie to all of you and say I didn't, because that's one thing I don't do, lie to you. Even being a former athlete, I can only watch so much before I'm like, all right, it's time to do something else. I find myself less and less interested in watching the further and further away I get from my playing days. I'd rather watch a movie, and even then, there's so few movies these days that are worth the price of admission. Finally, I wrote an article last week about, at least to me, a relatively unknown congressman, Representative Eli Crane of Arizona. Crane was speaking at a press conference talking about a resolution, quote, stating former President Donald Trump did not engage in an insurrection on January 6th, unquote, when he took the establishment propaganda media to task for their narratives.
You know what I love about this, watching where President Trump is at in the polls? I love it because it shows the American people don't trust you guys. And they shouldn't, because you guys are full of it and everybody knows it. There's a few honest journalists in this town, but they're very few and far between.
But Crane wasn't done, not by a long shot.
Last thing I want to say about how I know it's not an insurrection is because I actually listened to the words of the president. If you're trying to stoke an insurrection, you don't tell the people listening, hey, I want you to go over there peacefully and patriotically. All right? This is not an insurrection. What it is a party that's scared to death of this man because he's America first, and he's shown time and time again he's willing to bust up the swamp, and he continues to beat you like a drum. That's what this is really about. And for all you journalists out there, you know, that are pretty cowardly, some in this room right now, you don't have the balls to write the truth. And even if you did, your publishers wouldn't publish it because you're a part of a propaganda outlet, probably one of the biggest in the history of the world.
And here's the crazy part about what the congressman said. It doesn't matter how you feel about the resolution. It doesn't even matter how you feel about Trump and any involvement he may or may not have had in the events of January 6th. What matters is that Crane essentially shamed these parasites masquerading as journalists for being puppets of corporations and the politicians that own them and their professions. And there are still true journalists out there, but they're not on CNN. They're not on MSNBC. Many are independent. They hunger for the truth, and we're growing in number. And you don't have to like it. It's simply the truth. If you like this video, don't forget to share, comment, and give it a thumbs up. Those are the best ways to help these videos reach more people, and it's the best way to let us know you want us to keep these videos coming. Subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so that YouTube might actually let you know when MRC-TV comes out with a new video, if they haven't censored or taken it down yet. Like us on Facebook, check out more of our work at MRCTV.org, and if you want to support our content and the conservative movement, head on over to MRC.org/donate to help us out, since we're a nonprofit and couldn't do what we do without all of you. For MRC TV, I'm Nick Kangadis.